What is going on, my Patriots? How y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, Joel's News and Views, conservative news and views. If it's your first time tuning into my broadcast, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and also share. Also, too, please be prepared for Friday, okay? December the 10th, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific. We're going to have the number one New York Times bestseller, pioneer, legendary leader in the conservative movement, of the Officer Brandon Tatum. The Officer Brandon Tatum, along with another legendary person in the conservative movement who's also been an avid speaker of Brexit, who's also been on numerous broadcasts speaking about conservative actions. Anthony Brian Logan, okay? These two guys I really do look up to, along with Jericho Green, who y'all know is unapologetic activist, conservative activist out of California. Also, Black Conservative Perspective, who's also not only a conservative activist out of North Carolina, but also a health fitness advocate and also a economist, economic major. So, guys, listen, these four guys, along with me, MBDE, all of us coming together on one accord. All right, so please look for the show. Look for the show. Now, for the next couple of days, I'm going to try to watch my language on YouTube because, again, we do not want to create any kind of backlash where I may not be able to stream. So I'm not going to be as raw as I've been. I'm going to try to keep things PG-13 as much as possible until after the big show. But let's talk about what Brandon Tatum said last night. I deleted the last video of this same scenario because it kept pausing. I was driving. I just didn't like the content. I wanted to give y'all a very clear perspective. But shout out to Brandon Tatum for bringing that back up because, content has been a little bit scarce lately. I can't stream on Rumble, Bill. You got to have like a notorious, I think that joint's like $1,000 a month. I cannot stream on Rumble. It's expensive. Until they make it where we can all stream. I don't know if they changed it by now, but the last time I checked, it took a lot of money to stream on Rumble. I check again and see, but I think you got to have like a business account. Yeah, man. And by the way, thanks, Bill, for all you do. Ain't said, ain't got to be explained. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get back to this story here. He talked about black men marrying white women. A lot of black people in the community, Blackistan especially, your Omar, what is that guy name again? The Omar guy. Jeez, I forgot his name. Jesus Hot Tip. All these pro-black guys love to try to say that it is so wrong for a black man to be married to a white woman or any other nationality that is not black or Dominican Republic or Puerto Rican or of Latin descent, right? So I love how Brandon Tatum broke it down last night that a lot of times that you see black men, especially like myself or any other black man that's conservative, date outside of their race. It's not because they can't get a woman of their race. It's because 9 times out of 10, they're looking for a certain type of family unit. And 9 times out of 10, the people surround them doesn't have that. They've been exposed to something different. And I can definitely relate to what Officer Tatum was saying himself on my life. I used to be, like I said, hood, part of the stand. I didn't know what it was like to date a girl that had a family unit. Every black girl I dealt with when I was in high school, whatever, dad wasn't in their life, dad didn't live in the home, or their dad was just not, he didn't have a big role, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't important, you know? But fast forward to when I got to college, I started experiencing where a lot of white women that had fathers were involved, okay? Their dad knew their birthdays. Their dad checked on them. Their dad did do things around the house for them. You know, their dad did call and check on them. Their dad was a dad. So when you become to a certain age, where you want that type of relationship, you want that type of camaraderie in your relationship, then yes, you will wind up going towards something that you're not normally used to. Another reason why a lot of black men go with white women is because a lot of, or any other nationality, especially white women in America, is because white women just nice. I'm being real. White women are just naturally nice, concerning, caring, know how to talk to you without an attitude, without acting like you're the center of all the drama in their lives. Now, I'm not saying all black women are like that. There are some black women that I have met over the years in the conservative movement that are just the same way. Nice, very caring, very honest, very soft-spoken. But nice attitude, positivity goes a long way. Another reason why a lot of black men go with a woman other than color is because a lot of women have class. A lot of these women have a lot of class about themselves. They're not going to go out here and create drama. They're not out here trying to play one man against the other with the other man against the other man. They ain't got time for that. They don't mind being submissive. They don't mind listening to their husbands. They don't mind letting their husband lead the way. They don't mind playing the role they need to play to make the family work. See, that's another thing about that. They know how to compromise. A lot of black women don't want to do that. You don't believe me? Look at I was raised with my mom and dad in the house. My mother was very, very difficult at times. I love her, but she was. When I say difficult, my mom gets a car. What up, Anna? What's up, sweetheart? My mom got a car one time. My dad brought it, paid for it most of the time, and he didn't even hardly get to ride it. If he drove the car more than 2 or 3 days out the week, she started crying. She started tripping. See, that's the thing. White women are not as selfish like that in other nationalities. I mean, we just being real with you. See, I'm going to tell you what black folks and black men won't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is the nuclear family. A lot of these other nationalities believe in the nuclear family. They believe that a father's supposed to be in the home. They believe the father's supposed to be the leader. They believe that their man is supposed to be considered the centerpiece of making things fit right. Another thing that a lot of black men won't tell you, and I'm going to tell you the honest God truth because I don't care. White women in other nationalities are not afraid to love their husbands as much as they love themselves or more. They don't mind putting their children and husbands ahead of themselves. Because the thing about a woman's love is you'll never match it. See, that's another reason why a lot of black women in America today do not get the men they want, from the stand especially, because they don't want to match that love. They get upset when somebody says, oh, I got to love him more than myself, or I got to match the love of him as I got to match my kids. They get all irate, but it's the truth. Look at the history. Thank y'all for the $5 super chat. Look at the history of man. Look at the history of man. Every woman in time that you've seen, love stories, all the stuff that y'all, the Notebook, all this stuff that y'all follow and say y'all want to see and enjoy and crazy about. The women love that man Way more possible than anybody can love, match that love. And see, that's where the problem breaks down. That's why a lot of black men don't go with a lot of black women. Now, I know y'all about to say, well, what about black women with white men? Well, that's a different topic for a different day. But 9 times out of 10, black women and white men link up because 9 times out of 10, white men offer a security package more than black men on certain things in the stand, for one. And number two, it's because a lot of times black women that go for white men have played their cards so bad with black men over the years that the only way they can find somebody, they have to comply. You don't believe me? Look at the trend. She was with a black dude that was about something. She couldn't comply. She couldn't do nothing for him. But as soon as she get with the white guy, she does it because they're programmed early. And this is facts. You can switch it up. You can look at it. They're programmed early. A lot of black women are programmed early that the white man is better than the black man. That's why they comply faster. You know I ain't lying. Why you think they be pushing out CRT and stuff? It all comes back to common sense. So this is why I'm glad that Officer Tatum brought this attention to a lot of people. Because, see, a lot of people don't know that. See, a lot of people think that this whole thing was just, people just being a hater or whatever. But it's the facts. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. It's the truth. So when you see a black man with a white woman or a Spanish woman or a woman of exotic nationality, all the way down to if she even goes with an African woman, it's because that woman can comply. That woman don't mind letting him lead. That is why. It's not just because she's beautiful. It's not just because he's desperate. It's not because he's a piece of poo. 9 times out of 10, it's because he knows that with that woman, he can be a leader. He can be what he needs to be successful. See, we as men, we have to be in a position to lead, to be successful. That's just part of how the nuclear family works. And that woman knows her role. Now, I know a lot of y'all say, well, what about the women that make all the money and stuff and the man stay at home? He's still a leader. Because guess what? If he's staying at home and she's paying all the bills, because that's what she wants to do to follow her career, he is still the leader, because at the end of the day, she still got to rely on that man to make sure the home is safe and to make sure that when she comes home, she feels comfortable. So either way positions he's in, he's still the leader. Until a woman can understand that concept. That's why you have a lot of these men shy away from where they are. Now, I know I'm going to get some hate on this. I don't care. But Tim, prove to me that I'm wrong. The next time you get in a relationship, I want you to get with a chick from the stand. And I want to see that's from the stand. Single mama raised from the stand, no father involved. And I want to see how easy it's going to be for you to get her to compromise in what you do. And then I want you to see that same woman from the stand go out here and get with a white man and see how easy she compromised. And it's just the facts. Y'all see the stories I report. You see what happened in Houston, Texas. That lady had all these children with black dudes, pushed them away, made bad decisions. She get with this crazy white dude, and she did everything he told her to do. Let him beat her children up and get as far as to let him allow her to move into another place and leave the children by themselves to fend for themselves. So this is why you see a lot of black men my age or older or even younger pursue women of nationalities of other colors and other races that are part of the conservative movement. It's not because we're not attracted to black women. It's because the black women we have been surrounded by or we have dealt with are not on the same page of what we're trying to accomplish. Because you got to remember, trying to find a conservative black woman with the same values and being aligned is very hard these days. Because everybody's so scared if they're not on the same code, they'll sell out. But anyway, jump in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think, man. Please like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. I'm out.